Now, please welcome our first fighters this evening. Making his way into the cage, ladies and gentlemen, SZADRACH PEPLOWSKI.
So our first bout this evening, SZADRACH PEPLOWSKI, fighting out of the Fight Box Gym, making their amateur debut here tonight. PEPLOWSKI has obviously an 0-0, but interestingly, pre-fight he said that he wanted to take on Brock Lesnar for his next fight. Let's see how he plays this evening. He takes on ALBANO PARCZEWSKI from Team Titan. Of course, Brad Pickett and Mickey Pappas, the trainers. I'm Sensei Will Vanders. I'm joined cage side by Mr. Rob Nutley. We'll be taking you through the action here at Rise of Championships 5. Rob, this is a nice matchup for an amateur debut bout.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, what a great way to open the card. Two fighters making their MMA competitive debut. You know, it's fantastic.
ALBANO PARCZEWSKI.
You know, Rise of Champions is exactly that. It's giving these young guys and those looking to build a career within the sport the opportunity to come here, compete and rise as a champion. Right now we have ALBANO PARCZEWSKI making his way to the cage, and he looks quite confident. And that's what you see now, Will, with the evolution of MMA and the way that the guys approach their fights now. I remember there was a time when guys used to really look nervous. Now they look to be walking to the cage a lot more comfortable. A lot of them are smiling. And sometimes you wonder, is that a front of the nerves, or is that legitimately the confidence they have in their own ability?
Well, the ability and the standard is so high nowadays as the sport has evolved. And actually, talking to Brad Pickett earlier on, we were discussing just how MMA has evolved, and so much of it is hybrid now. Grappling, jiu-jitsu, all of the certainly the grappling styles, intermixed with the striking styles. There's moves going on there that are really hybrid, that these guys have developed themselves. A lot of stuff is watched on YouTube, believe it or not, you know, as well as being developed by their trainers and themselves. So they bring a hybrid to this, and they do look very confident.
Okay, so let's get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, presenting first up our judges this evening, Michael Williams, Jackie Apple, and our head judge this evening, Kevin Carpel. Our commentators this evening at cage side, we have Rob Nutley, and from Eurosports, the legendary Sensei Will Vanders. Inside the cage this evening, our referees in charge, Sam Amidi and Daniel Movahedi. And our ring girls this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Becky and Katie. Now, we are ready for the first bout this evening. Three-minute rounds of amateur action in the welterweight division, presented by Scramble. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighing officially at 166.5 pounds, making his amateur debut tonight, representing Revolution Martial Arts from Peterborough, England, SZADRACH PEPLOWSKI. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in officially at 170 pounds even. Also making his amateur debut tonight, representing Team Titan, fighting out of London, England, ALBANO Gypsy Warrior PARCZEWSKI. When this action begins, your referee in charge, Sam Amidi.
So making it official, our MC, Mr. Buddy Johnson, our referee, Mr. Sam Amidi, for this three-minute roundup. Welterweight is the weight division. SZADRACH PEPLOWSKI from the Fight Box Gym, fighting under the blue banner, takes on ALBANO PARCZEWSKI from Team Titan in the red. Goes by the moniker, the Gypsy Warrior. PARCZEWSKI, let's just see what he brings to the proceedings here tonight.
Just a slow feeling out process, both fighters tentative before moving in. Nice clipping left there from Albano.
That is a very nice left hand there from Parczewski. I think we're going to see more of that. They switch hitting, just trying to keep Peplowski guessing. So far, no rush to the mat. As you say, a little tentative feel about what's going on here. And not wanting to commit too early.
Beautiful shot, lands nicely.
That left hand, I said we'd see more of that this evening. Really clean shot. It was a big, wide swinging shot, but it had weight on it. And that's a wake-up call for Peplowski. Needs to keep that guard up for me. Just not really covering up that right chin enough. And I'm sure Parczewski's going to start aiming and zoning in on that. But a lot of movement from Parczewski, and he's looking very, very comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, Albano earlier said that he's very confident in his own ability. Training is his life. He loves what he does. He's looking for the opportunity to step in the cage and make that debut.
Using the low kick very well as well. Not to great effect, but it's there. And it's just part of the armoury at the moment for Parczewski, but it's keeping Peplowski busy. He's worrying about downstairs, whereas the upstairs, that left hand, very, very threatening at this stage. Now we're starting to see Peplowski step it up just a little bit. Parczewski comes forward behind that big overhand right.
Yeah, Peplowski doing a very good job. He's just staying out of range, and when he does step in, you can see he moves forwards and backwards very, very quick. The only downside to that is, of course, he is moving forwards and backwards. Should try circling away, try and cut another angle. Some good footwork from Peplowski, though. He's very light on his toes. As I said, that he gets caught with a low kick to the thigh.
Yeah, Peplowski very mobile, using the ring, keeping out of danger. Parczewski, a much more economic style, but landing the shots and probably doing enough to dominate this round and favour the judges. Not seen a shoot yet, no attempt to go to the mat. This has stayed upstairs, and that left hand again causing problems. Peplowski really needs to have a care here because he's exposed with that, but he's taken them well.
That was good work. That was a right hand to the body, and then that clipping left hook that is working well for him. It was a nice way to set it up.
Trying to get busy now towards the end of the round, Parczewski, and looks good for the judges, looked good for me. Early doors yet, but nice sparky opening.
Both fighters looking comfortable as they go back to their corner. Peplowski opting for the seat. Albano decided not to take a seat, he'd rather stand.
Interesting psychological ploy there. Interesting start to this bout. Very tentative. Both men, although they were confident, still didn't want to commit too early. Peplowski, in and out, as you say, sniping away. Parczewski started to land those shots, really got the crosshairs lined up on Peplowski and landed some really decent shots. So a much more aggressive strategy from Parczewski opening up this first round. I think that could be different when it goes to the mat.
But that in itself will the question, will it go to the mat? You know, both these guys seeming very comfortable upright, very comfortable on their feet. Albano definitely having the more success with that left hook that looks to be dangerous and looks to be the danger shot so far. It's going to be really interesting to see how they approach their strategy for this next round.
Two of a scheduled three.
Straight away, pouring that jab out. Giving Albano something as a distraction. But both fighters again getting into range and staying upright, comfortable on their feet.
Peplowski's raised the ante here for sure. Parczewski is trying to stand ground and control the centre of the cage, but he's having to move about now. Peplowski still very mobile, but he's come much more focused in this second round. Looks to maybe bring just a little bit more, well, action to his work.
There's that left again. It looks to be such a dangerous shot, but Peplowski doing a good job of just avoiding it.
So the low kick really having an impact there. We saw early notions that Parczewski was going to use that as a weapon, try and draw his man down with the low kick. Lands it nicely there, and a bit of red glowing on the left thigh there of Peplowski.
That's right, the welts are starting to show. They do sting, those low kicks, especially when you catch one just above the knee. But of course the adrenaline will keep him moving.
Still on his toes, still moving very, very well, Peplowski. And Parczewski just almost gone into headhunting mode here. Parczewski thinks that he can stand a chance of finishing this early if he can get the right shot together. Not that concerned with outboxing Peplowski, just looking for a big, solid shot.
Good work, just moving light on his toes, skipping round, pouring that jab out. Very much the lighter man on his feet.
Great control from Parczewski, actually. He's just toying with what Peplowski brings to this, just sliding the hand up and out. There goes the right hand through the middle, but just parrying the shots that Peplowski's bringing. There's not enough weight on the shots from Peplowski, so he needs to come to this with a much more together game plan.
Yeah, that low kick again landing, but Albano, for me, the mouth slightly open now. Looking to take on oxygen, which is always a worry, because then you start worrying about your consumption of oxygen rather than your defence or your attack.
Movement is just off the scale here. I mean, he's done nothing but dance for the first 2 rounds here. He's got to get to a point where that's going to start to wear him down. Great conservative use of energy from Parczewski. Nice moves as well, Parczewski. He parries very well. He just turns his hand in out. There's the first shoot, there's the takedown, 2 legs, and it goes to the mat.
And there it is, Will. You were looking for it. It went to canvas. Side mount just on the bell, and that could have been dangerous had it had another minute. Wow.
Happened just after the 10-second clapper. Well, we kind of knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, but it shows now that Peplowski's going to start to bring something different to this. Parczewski likes it in the upright, but Parczewski is going to try and get it down to the mat as soon as possible.
Always looks good for the judges as well, Will, when they see you aiming that takedown and winning that takedown. It does score points, so it does look good for Peplowski.
So a change of strategy there, and I have to say, neither fighter is doing anything wrong at this moment in time. It's good work, high level of skill for an amateur pro debut. I mean, an amateur debut, I should say. I mean, it really, at a pro event, it really is spectacular, the standard of skill here from these 2 fighters.
Yeah, it's what we were talking about earlier, isn't it, Will? You know, the evolution of the sport and the evolution of conditioning and training, not just in MMA, but outside the dieting, the weight cutting, everything is becoming scientific and a lot more structured in the way that fighters go about doing it. And the results are clearly visible. You know, we're seeing UK fighters move to the world stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move into our 3rd and final round. Make some noise for both our fighters this evening. Come on!
So 3rd and final round in our opening bout here at Rise of Championships 5. SZADRACH Peplowski with the blue banner, taking on Albano Parczewski, the Gypsy Warrior, with the red bands. So 3rd and final round here, and it's been fairly even, with probably Parczewski edging it in the first round, certainly, but in the second round, strong finish from Peplowski. All to fight for in this 3rd and final round. Up until now, we've seen a great high standard of play here. Good, clean work from both men.
Yeah, both fighters just pouring out that jab, just trying to lure the other man in. Very much a game of chess at the moment. And there goes Albano, shoots from way out and gets it. Gets that. His opponent, they scramble. Peplowski moves into mount position. Dangerous place for Albano to be in. He won the takedown, but now he finds himself under the barrage of shots from Peplowski. Ground and pound, the dish of the day. Hammer fists. Shots from the side. Sam Hamidi looking on closely. If he feels he's not defending it, he stops it. And there we go, your winner. SZADRACH Peplowski via ground and pound, and Will, that certainly stepped up in pace.
Absolutely, from the shoot. Worked very well for Peplowski, and SZADRACH Peplowski really had to change his strategy from the end of the second round. That's what he did. But Rob, he gave his back, Peplowski, and at one point, Parczewski could have managed that ground game a lot better.
Yeah, that's the wrestling and the scramble. You know, that's jiu-jitsu for you. When you do train and you do practice, you look to scramble quite often and you practice how. And it is organised chaos. And unfortunately, at that point in time, Peplowski was able to get the full mount position, ground and pound, and it was the dish of the day.
Well, Peplowski, really patient, really managed his time well. Good, clean bout, good, clean finish.
Can I have
Great
Melissa
call.
Mayers to
from
cage side.
referee
Melissa
Sam
Mayers to
Amidi.
cage side, please.
So a great decision in the third round. And a good win for SZADRACH Peplowski. So just to make it official, Mr. Buddy Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our opening fighters. Come on. Our referee, Mr. Sam Amidi, called a stoppage to this bout 1 minute 2 seconds into round number 3, declaring your winner by TKO with ground and pound, SZADRACH Peplowski.